Where are we? Oh, Arion, you're awake. Ricardo, what's going on? What happened? Where are Coach Evans and the others? I don't know. This is very strange. Were we just at the We were just at the stadium, weren't we? Great, you're all awake now. Who are you? I'm Yamano. I'm Hiro Hughes. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you too. I'm Arion Sherwind. We know. Who wouldn't know the captain of Raimon Football Club? Lots of people, I would have thought. How did you hear about me? We've been keeping an eye on your enemies for a while. There was a pattern to the places they were erasing, and Saints Way Stadium was next on the list. Does that mean you know what's going on? Well, we know some things, and we've heard some rumours. There's still a lot we don't know. This place is made up of bits and pieces from other worlds all across time. It's like a patchwork quilt out there. Hold on a minute. I still don't really know what's going on. Your world and our world were originally dimensions apart. We never should have been able to meet. But now time and space are going haywire and worlds are beginning to cross over. From what we've seen, when a piece of space-time goes missing, other worlds end up overlapping. This forest we're in right now probably came from another world. Oh, okay. So are those people who showed up at the stadium behind all this? That's right. In our own world they've been trying to erase the LBX scene bit by bit. LBX? What's that? Oh, sorry. Guess it's not common in your world. LBX is a game where you fight using miniature robots. And you use a handheld device called an LBX X controller as a kind of remote control. Wow, I guess it must be a pretty big thing in your world then. Yep, it's one of the most popular hobbies around. But then famous LBX battle arenas started disappearing. Odaiba Stadium, Aloha Island. They've been erasing places from existence and filling in the gaps with pieces of different worlds. They're not to be taken lightly. How do you even make a world disappear? Who are those people? All the places they've erased have some things in common. They've either been stadiums or arenas, places where lots of people gather to watch games or competitions. But why would they care about places like that?
Glad to see you've all arrived safely.
Oh, that's not Dr. Cryptics. You were there at the Saints Way Stadium.
My name is Astor. We have erased your Saints Way Stadium.
You what?
If you want it back, then come to the Chaos Tower. I'll be waiting for you at the top in the Lost World Stadium.
It looks like we know what we'll be doing next then. Let's go to Chaos Tower. But where is it?
Who knows? We're just going to have to look around for it.
Do you mind if we come with you? Not at all. We'd be glad to have you with us. Thanks. We appreciate it. We'd rather not be stuck in a spooky forest till the end of time. Alright, so welcome back to the post-game story, and we have just made some powerful allies from the LBX series. I'm just going to go into more detail in just a second. So the people who've joined us are Yamano, the hero of the first Little Battlers Experience game and is part of all three entries in the series. By the way, Special Tactics Cascading March, let's go, that's a brilliant uphill dribbling stroke advancing tactic, but not as good as Solar Surprise, the defensive move that used to belong to Sol Daystar and some of his teammates in Go 1, and frankly it really should be in his moveset here as well. I think he's got just the skill long shooter or go long instead, when it's like Solar Surprise would actually really help. It's kind of built around his design and is a useful defensive move to have, but yeah, you can't get it until the post game in this one, which is Pretty unfortunate, but that's just how it is. I'm also going to cut off my sentence with one more thing, in that these random encounters across this new area that we're in, the Patchwork Meadows, all of them were actually password exclusive characters in the previous game. So now this is the first time we can actually take them on in random encounters. And because they were passwords, they're kind of nice designs all around with some good moves too, like the Crystal Barrier took a bit of stopping for Alpha. I should really use his regular Spirit Shot, but oh no, he shot me instead. So I'm going to show a couple of these random encounters just to show what the designs look like, and I do need a couple of level ups anyway, so it's a good fun thing to have, and some of their item drops can be pretty good too. Let's take on this a lot more maniacal looking person, for example. Here in the warped forest, we've got like Lil Red and Curses and Jared. This time let's go for Alpha's actual fighting spirit. Just Feng Huang out normally, because I think his shot may actually surprise you a little bit. It's clearly taking cues from a previous move in Inazuma 11 series, and you're never required to see it. He doesn't do this one in the story. Let's take a look at that. But yes, the LBX characters. So Yamano is the main character of the series, and he's in all 3 LBX entries to the series. While his friend Hiro Hughes, he's a new character for the second LBX game / season of the anime, which was never actually released in Europe or anywhere outside of Japan. We got Little Battlers Experience 1 in all regions, including America, but yeah, just never got Little Battlers Experience Woo, or just Danball Senki Woo, to use its Japanese name, because it never was localized. So yeah, Hiro Hughes, apart from a little cameo appearance in the post-game of LBX1, he never really got to reach English-speaking audiences, but I do like him, and he makes a good little impact here in this post-game story. And of course, both of the LBX characters are recruitable as well, now that the passwords have been found 5 years later. They were previously inaccessible, but now we can get them both, and it's kind of worth doing, to be honest, because they've both got exclusive shooting moves each. They're both forwards, and if you're using Yamano, then you get... well, I'm not actually... Yeah, so Yamano has the shooting move Glorious Ray, while Hiro Hughes has the shooting move Big Bang Slash. Both of them very, very good moves, some of the strongest moves in the game, in fact. And yeah, you pretty much couldn't get them until the passwords came out earlier this year, so that's a fantastic little bonus. But you obviously cannot recruit them until you've at least beaten this post-game story. It's not dependent on random item drops though, just beating this little mini chapter will give you the PAL Pack item you need, so they're pretty easily gotten once we have the passwords. So that should show off Warped Forest pretty well at the very least. We've got 3 random encounters in there, which is pretty out of character for this Let's Play to show them, but I like having the little rarities in there, and trust me, they get even stranger and rarer as the area goes along. But for now, that's Anchors Away with a K beaten, and we will head out of the Warped Forest and into this area. So the Stitched Meadow looks beautiful, and the whole idea going on here is that the antagonists in this little story are bringing together worlds that shouldn't be connected, like, for example, Inazuma 11 and Little Battlers Experience. And this is another example where some mismatched worlds have been chucked together. Huh? Who's that? Excuse me, who? Who are you? Oh, sorry, I'm Arion Sherwind. And you are? My name's Flora. I'm Jean-Pierre Le Pen, but please call me JP. How did you get here, Flora? I don't know. I just suddenly woke up and I was here. I don't remember anything before that. Oh no. So anyway, I guess you like flowers? Oh, sorry, I don't know. I just thought you looked really happy there, that's all. Yes, well, it's just that there aren't any flowers in my world at all. Where? No flowers? There are worlds like that? No flowers, no fields, no blossoms. Not one. That's awful. Oh, Flora, maybe you can help us. We're looking for a place called Chaos Tower. Have you heard of it? Chaos Tower? Yes, I know it. Genial! Can you show us where it is? All right, I will. Follow me. All right, so liking the flowers, eh? This secret I'm about to show you is brutal. Look, all this lovely grass with the flowers on it, you can't walk on it because who would want to trample the nature? Oh, except for this bit that you can just randomly walk across absolutely fine to go under a waterfall, and within a gold chest you will find Zodiac, the fighting spirit used by Zanuck. That is the only place you can cut off, but we'll certainly be cutting our journey off to have a look at this random encounter, because this is the one with the strangest characters in there. We've got Kappa from Inazuma 11-3 in episode 100. We've got Spot, who was briefly covered in the Passwords video, just not the recruitable Spotter, but instead someone who is just wearing Spotter's face as a hat. We get the little LP debut from Katsu and her Password exclusive defensive move, High Rise Hop. I mean, why not, eh? She doesn't have a fighting spirit yet, so I don't think she's going to be particularly useful in any of the actual matches. But do you have enough TP left for a shot? Yes, I gave you Tiger Drive because it's a long shot, and that could be useful if ever we actually use Katsu in a match. Oh, 91 power though, that's certainly not going in, but especially when Kappa is randomly quite good. I mean, this guy was blocking shots from Xavier Foster in episode 100 of the anime, so Katsu is definitely well within his realms to defeat. But anyway, if I can get Alpha to the goal real quickly, then we'll carry on. Mecha Mark, you shouldn't be running out your goal like this. I know it's something that Mark himself did all of the time. Heck, he did it in this movie that this little game story is based upon to get the goal with his, what was it, Gigaton head. But, yeah, maybe not now, hey? Let's go for one more Firebird Flight, because that really is a beautiful move. I kind of glossed over it before, but seemingly based on the Phoenix from Inazuma 11-1. This guy's got a bit of the Phoenix look going on. Firebird Flight, we're not playing Wildfire, so I don't know why you've named your move after the other game's intro song. Sorry, that's Shoot Command FS01 anyway. Right. I don't think I'll be showing any more random encounters in full, but I'll at least show what the players look like, because, yeah, some of them really, really nice players that you would want to recruit. Oh, such a cool guy, Alpha. Right, so we did the Stitched Meadow, we did the Warped Forest, now let's head more in the direction of Chaos Tower itself. Over here you can talk to birds. This is what it has in common with Sanctum, the previous game's post-game only area. Just the only people you can talk to are birds, and that is all. Item chest over here contains the Infinity Pendant, which will rocket your stats up. Definitely worth equipping if you're into that kind of thing. And you can also purchase more from the random cool kit. We've got one exception human here. Dark Energy Star, Plasma Cut, so Lucian's move, Soul's move, Land of Ice, Sean's move, and Snake Bite, one of the best goalkeeping moves in the game. All of those are well worth having. Land of Ice was a lot more obtainable in the previous game. I had to kind of resort to a parallel stone to get it this time. You even get entropic arrows in a shot. But look at this, the Chaos Causeway looks stunning. Is that Chaos Tower? That tower's full of pieces of different worlds. The terrain is different all the way up. That sounds chaotic, which I should have expected, I suppose. My next question is, how do we get in? Have a look at the monument. What, this stone thing here? And about to show off that big movie budget. Whoa, look at that transition. Are we? Incroyable! Just like that, we're near the top of the tower. And look at that view! Lost World Stadium is a little further up. Thanks, Flora. Alright, everyone, be careful. He's waiting up there for us. Where? Van, how did Flora know where the tower is? She said she got here just like us. And how did she know we were looking for the stadium inside the tower? Well, I'm glad the LBX guys have chipped in to say something of importance there. Now, if you were to look at the bottom screen, you would want to look straight back away again because the map for the Chaos Tower is really confusing. This is like a two-story area. You start off on the lower floor, but the bottom screen is essentially showing the top floor only. And it can be kind of hard to make your way around if you're relying on that. But meanwhile, the ladders in this area take forever to scale. We've only just made it to the top of one, and we've got to go all the way back down as well. But you definitely want to go to the right first to get Old World Fine Veggies, a healing item. TP Boost, a fantastic skill to have on players if you need that little bit more TP for your special moves, and some premium boots as well. Well, that was a nice bit of joy. Now we've got to enjoy going all the way down the stairs again. It's a miracle we can even climb up them in the first place with the being this covered in vines and holes. You can definitely kind of position Arion over some gaps in the stairs where it does not look like he should be able to hang on at all, like a "Oh, what are you holding, Arion?" But so let's certainly not dwell on the stairs any longer than we have to, because we've got another one to go up yet. Anyway, that gets us some items. Now we continue with the Chaos Tower. It says we're at the apex, which is a bit of a lie. We've definitely got a ways to go. Yes, like, look at the bottom screen here. It looks like I'm on the stairs that leads into the center, but no, we're an entire floor below it. That healing item, that healing spot I would especially want. But before we can get there, we've got another staircase to go up, and to be honest, this one feels even bigger than the others. Gives me a good time to mention that task that says talk to Coach Evans when you're ready. Can that go away? It's already taking up like a tenth of the screen, and guys, we beat the game. I don't need the task on how to go and beat the final boss again. I really don't plan on it. In fact, I have beaten Ragnar again in a competition route to help get the gold chests that we've been opening in this area. I wish we could just turn that off now that it's irrelevant, because clearly the post-game isn't depending on that messaging system at all. But anyway, we've made it up to the top. There's nothing over here. I just wanted to show it for the sake of it. Who's in this random encounter? It's someone pretty cool. Yeah, like I know I said I wasn't going to show him, but we've got KMC in there, the guy who writes the intro songs for the Inazuma 11 series. Go on, just beat me. Oh, at least thought I was going to get a command duel out of the deal, but guess not. Meanwhile, Mecha Mark, I have updated his moveset because I was using Penguin the Hand way too much in the previous episode. He has learned God Hand V by level up now, which is handy. And I've also given him Gyro Blocker, one of the... well, it is the special move of the Perfect Cascade player that Mecha Mark actually replaced in his Ragnarok match. So I think that's a pretty good fit for him. He certainly doesn't need any dribbling or shooting moves, so he might as well have maximum goalkeeping and skills, especially now that we've fully leveled up God Hand. Ah, my pass failed! What on earth? Anyway. And yeah, I wish there was a bit more of KMC and the T-Pistons in there for us to enjoy, but no, it is just one of them who can kind of get involved and doesn't have any real dialogue to call his own. But anyway, let's heal up now that we're finally here at the entrance to the stadium. You'd go through there. But first, you would want to take a look over here, because this Pal Pack Society, finally, is where you actually get some of the second stage children, like Yurka and Pino, and this is clearly a mishmash of various different second stage children teams. It's not just one of them. But that goalkeeper who's up first, he's the infamous goalkeeper with Shikigami lines. Or stop it, pop it. This treasure chest also. By along, I know why you're not looking, because it contains White Hurricane. We can give his mega move to someone else if we should so choose. We actually already got one in the Parallel Stone event with Goldie and all of them. I kind of chose White Hurricane over Doom Dive Drive, the option from Victor. But yes, whether you're playing Thunderflash or Wildfire, that will always be a White Hurricane chest. Just as whether you're playing Thunderflash or Wildfire, it will always be Solar Surprise at the beginning of the path. So, but I kind of like how they've given something from Soul and something from Bylong there. Just Soul needs the treasure chest a lot more than Bylong does, because that actually re-adds it to his moveset. Anyway, with Holy Roller, we have another goal, and now this pretty much brings the video to an end. We're not going to be doing the actual match against Astor and his team in this one, but let's at least head into the stadium and go meet them as we get a new battle formation. That's not something that happens very often, but well, it was certainly worthwhile. Right then, get healed up. And what is our cause for suspicion? Why does Astor wish to erase the world?
Welcome to the Lost World Stadium. I see you made it.
Welcome back, sister. Hello. What? Hey, you're not Flora. You're...
I am Flora, but I am also the one who attacked your stadium, yes.
But why would you do that? Why are you erasing parts of our world? What are you trying to do?
I want to save them. I'm just removing the parts you don't need, that's all.
But we do need them. We wouldn't be here otherwise.
I disagree. Your worlds are better off without them. Fighting, conflict, rivalry. These things beget hatred. If we don't get rid of conflict, then we'll lose something much more precious.
Fighting is bad, of course, but what's wrong with a bit of competition? Do you hate it that much?
You really are sheltered, aren't you? You don't understand anything about what it's like to lose something.
We have sworn to erase conflict, even if it means wiping out all those who cherish it.
You need to understand the horrors of war. You need to know the pain that it causes. This is the final battle, the battle for your existence and the fate of all worlds.
The footballers will face my team, the Desperados. Be afraid.
And I'll take on the LBX players. I'll show you what my Digitonius 1 and 2 can do. Van, Hiro, let's work together. We'll leave the LBX fighting to you. Alright, we'll beat this guy for sure. Make sure you win too, Arion. Yeah, it is a shame that all the LBX stuff just gets kind of sidelined and you don't get to see it, but I mean, man, why were you guys trusting in Flora so easily? That was definitely on the horizon. We even saw her kind of evil form destroying the stadium in the previous episode, but yep. In the next episode, we will be taking on the Desperados. I don't know how to say that properly, but see you next time.